Let's look at some basic calculation in chemistry. Now we have question 1, question 2, question 3, and question 4. So by the end of this video here, you should be able to understand some key aspect of chemistry what calculation. So now you're going to cover the various aspects. You're going to cover what mole concept calculation. You're going to cover what reacting mass and reacting mole question. I'm going to cover what concentration what question. So as we move on with the class, I'm going to show you what the question and the topic it belongs to. So these are type of question you are going to see in your JAMB examination or any other type of chemistry examination. You want to pay close attention to this set of what question because you definitely see them in the exam. Now you definitely see them in the exam. Is that they want to change value or they change what the question format, but it's the same calculation. Do you understand? So let's look at what the first one here. Let's look at the first one here. I want to take them one after the other. So make sure you have to pen your notebook and your calculator so I can follow through this video. So they say that given that 0.101 mole of an acid HX weighs 12.9 gram, calculate the molar mass of the what? The molar mass of the acid related to atomic mass of X. So how do you solve this thing here? Now here they gave us the mole of the acid. So mole of what? HX to be what? To be 0.101 what? Mole, right? Now, and they now give us the mass of the acid, mass of what? Of HX to be what? Then they gave us mass of HX to be 12.9 gram, right? Please pay close attention here. Let's say calculate the molar mass of the acid, right? So now in mole concept, in case you have not watched my complete video on mole concepts, go and check out what my complete video on mole concept. This is where I explain every single thing about what mole concept what calculation. So the link will be at the description below. Now, is that what the video is free or is what is my joins like my membership video? Do you understand? If it's my membership video, then you have to join my membership so I can have access to some exclusive videos. Do you understand? So now that will explain the 4 or 5 formulas when it comes to what mole concept. So it's really important you go watch those videos. They are very what important. So now how do you calculate the molar mass? Molar mass of what? HS. How do you calculate it? So we have to use the formula mole equals to what? Mass for what? Molar mass. I get mass for what? Molar mass. So this relationship that relates the mole, the mass, and the molar mass of the compound or of an atom, right? So if you should make the molar mass, so formula here, remember it must multiply, right? So it will be molar mass times what? Mole equals to what? Mass, right? It's okay. So divide both sides by what? By mole. If you divide both sides by mole, what do you have? Mole cancel out mole, right? So it's going to be what? Molar mass equals to what? Mass by what? Mole. This is that. So why this place at? Now, where's my mass? My mass is what? 12.9 gram over what? Where's my mole? My mole is what? 0.101 mole. It's okay. So let's use our calculator. Let's use our calculator. Here we have 12.9 divided by 0.101. Right here we have 127.7. 127 dot what? 72 gram per what? Per mole. Can you see that? So now that we have got our molar mass, right? The next thing they say to calculate it now that we have got our molar mass here, the next thing they say what? Related atomic mass of X. So look at something here. What is the related atomic mass of now here we have X? What is the related atomic mass of this right here? We know that related atomic mass of hydrogen is 1, right? Is 1 gram per mole. So what is X? Right? Remember, you want to calculate the molar mass of this compound here. Molar mass of what? HX is equal to what? The atomic mass of H times the mass of atom of H, right? I've done a complete video on how to calculate molar mass of the compounds. Please check out that video. Plus X times what? 1, right? So how do you guess here? The atomic mass of hydrogen times the mass of atom of hydrogen plus the X itself, which I look for, times how many atoms of X do you have here? 1, right? So now remember the molar mass of HX we calculated is 127.27. So here we have 127.2.72 equals to what? 1 times 1 is 1 plus S times S is X, right? Making S subject to formula here. S is going to be S equals to what? 127.72 minus 1, right? The answer is going to be what? 126.72 gram per what? Per mole. That is the what answer. Do you understand? Now, what about if I have something like this? X2O, right? Here we have X2O. So X2O, go ahead, use the same value here and solve the problem. Just drop your answer at the comment section. So we are done with what? With what question? What? One. Look at something here. I will keep on saying this in my video. There's a student that always have bad habits and they always procrastinate to what they say they should do. Right? Some of you now you are watching this video here and you say that you are going to solve this question tomorrow, right? And you know that deep down you are telling yourself a big lie. You know the reason why you're telling yourself a big lie? Because there are some topics or there are some topics also there's a question you told yourself that you will solve later, but now as you're watching this video you have never watched this video, right? Because you are so distracted with so many unnecessary things. Some of you, what is killing you or what is taking much of your time is TikTok and social media, right? You don't have that time to participate in the class, right? Now before I continue here, it's not that you have not joined our private class for JAMB Chemistry, Physics and Mathematics. You are missing a lot, right? Imagine you can have access to about 50 to 60 videos of my chemistry videos. Not only that, I can also have like 60 to 70 videos for my physics. I can also have like 60 to 70 videos for my mathematics, right, for free because you join class. Now it will help you to cover the JAMB very, very fast, right? With short period of time, you will cover a lot instead of you reading your textbook without understanding it. That is why we advise you join our private online class. The money you are going to invest is not waste. You are investing into what your future, because it's going to help you to pass JAMB once and for all. And we have plenty of testimonial. Those guys that register in the month of January, they're also paying to continue the class February. As mean the class is not important, as mean the class is not good, there's no way those guys should have renewed that payment. And I have a lot of testimonial. Do you understand? So I will advise you join the private online class and it's going to be of great help to you. Whenever you have issues, you can always reach out to me, right? The price for the private online class is 25,000 naira, like one-time payment, not monthly, one-time payment. Once you pay that amount, you're not paying again till you write your JAMB exam. And you have access to all my videos, all my materials. You take part in mock test, mock exam, and the rest. Just so it's going to be of great help to you. Send me a message. Send me a message if you are really interested. So we are done with the first one. So we are done with the first one. Let's go with the second one here. The second one is a little bit tricky and technical, which is going to take much of our time because so many persons have actually sent me a message that they don't understand this part. So you see that calculates mass of HNO3 nitrate acid required to neutralize potassium hydroxide, right? Completely. So this is under reacting mass and reacting mole question. So now whenever you see two things react together, because this guy reacts this guy, right? Therefore, you have to write a balanced chemical equation. So which I want to teach you today. Which I want to teach you in this video here. So many students have issues balancing chemical equation. Just and so many students have issues balancing or writing of chemical equation. How to write chemical equation and how to balance it. So many some of my students have actually reached out to me that they don't really understand this. So I'm going to give a little bit of highlights on that. They will proceed with the class. Okay, let's say that calculate the mass of HNO3 required to neutralize 6.0 gram of what HKOH here. Look at something here. This guy reacts to this guy here to produce what? To produce what? Product. So in the sense that the first thing you want to do here, whenever you are given this kind of question, the first thing you want to do here is to write a well balanced chemical equation, right? So how do we do that here? HNO3 react with what? KOH. This is that. So what will be the product of the reaction? Now, if for you to write the product of the reaction here, therefore you have to split this one into the different ions, right? This one here that you see contain two ions, contain what? H plus slash what? NO3 what minus. Do you understand? Now that is why you need to understand how to write binary ionic compounds. You need to understand this very well, right? You need to write binary ionic compound where aluminium react with oxygen. What will be the point of the reaction? Therefore, you need to know the oxidation state. I think I've done video on that. Check out that video, right? So here we have A, which is what is 3. Because here we have the oxidation state of aluminium is what? Al3 plus. For us, is what is 2 minus, right? So for them to form a chemical bond or chemical formula here we have A, which is what is 3, O, which is what? 2. This guy moves to this guy what moves to this side. Here we have what? A2O what? 3. It's okay. So instead that if you look at this compound here, this compound contains aluminium and what? And oxygen. So this compound contains the ions are what? Al3 plus O2 what minus. Do you understand? Hope you understand. So if for example here, whenever you are reacting two things together first, right? If there are ionic compounds, how do you know ionic compounds? Metal what? Non-metal, right? This one can be classified, although this one can be classified as a what? As covalent compound here, because hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen here, they're all ionic what? They're all what? Non-metals. But for here you can split the H plus like what? O NO3 what minus, you can split it. Same thing, you can split it to be what? K plus like what? OH what minus. Do you see that? So now when you are split it like this can now what get the product of the reaction. Now positive will only attract what's negative, and positive will only attract what's negative. Negative and positive can never attract. Idea. So what form is what between positive and what negative? So when you split this one here, you get this one here. When you split this one here, you get this one here, right? What happens here? This guy will form this guy here. Why so you react to this guy here? So you're not combining positive and negative. Now the positive will always come first. So you have K plus like what? NO3 what minus, right? So if you want to write this here, going to be what? K, which is what is 1. Here we have NO3, which is what? 1. It must be in bracket here because this one is affecting everything. So this guy will move here, this guy will move here. So here we have what? KNO3. This is that KNO3. Very important, KNO3. So in the sense that this will react to form KNO3, potassium nitrate. H plus and OH will form water, right? And call what? Plus what? H2O. So this now what? This now what? This now what? An equation between these two here. So you're now going to ask if the equation balance. If you check it very well, the equation is what is balanced. So one hydrogen make two hydrogen. Here we have 2 hydrogen. One potassium, one nitrogen. Now 3 hydrogen, 3 oxygen, 1 oxygen make me 4. 3 oxygen, 1 oxygen make me what? 4. So this equation is what is balanced, right? So this equation is balanced. Now, if you look at the question very well, see that mass of NH3. So they're asking you to calculate the mass of this guy here, right? You have been asked to calculate the mass of this guy here. And the mass of this guy was given to us. So do what will happen here. Yeah. Now, when I want to solve this kind of question here, you need to write what the balance mole and balance what mass. These two are very, very important. Now, because our focus is these 2 points here. Just our focus is these 2 points. We are not going to look at this one here, right? So here we have what 1 mole. Here we have what 1 mole. Can you see that? So let's calculate how do you get the mass here? The molar mass of this compound here. Let's calculate the molar mass of this compound here. HNO3, right? The atomic mass of hydrogen is what? Is 1. 1 times 1, right? Plus the atomic mass of nitrogen is what? Is 14, right? 14 times what? 1 plus the atomic mass of oxygen is 16. 16 times what? 3. Can you see that? 1 times 1 is what? 1 plus 14 plus what? 48. So let's look at it again. 48. So when you sum everything together here, 1 plus 14 plus 48, here we are what? Here we have what? 63 gram per what? Per mole. Right there. 63 what? Gram per mole. So the molar mass of this compound here is what? 63 gram per mole. Do you understand? So how do you get the mass? You multiply the mole with this one here. That's how you get the mass. So how many mole do you have here? Here we have 1. 1 times 63, here we have what? 60 what? 3. So we say will be 63 what? Gram. Is it clear? Look at what? Potassium here. KOH. Now let's calculate the molar mass of what? KOH, potassium hydroxide here. What is the atomic mass of potassium here? Is what? Is 39 times 1. Is okay. So the atomic mass of potassium is what? Is 39 times 1 plus 16 times 1 plus what? 1 times 1. Is okay. So we're going to be what? 39 plus 16 plus 1. So let's 39 plus 16 plus 1. Here we have what? 56. So here we have what? 56 gram per what? Per mole, right? So how do you get the mass here? They're going to be what? 56 gram per what? Per mole, right? 56 gram per mole, because 1 times 56 is what? Is 56. So gram. So it will be 56 what? Gram. So we don't need all this one here. Also, they don't need attention because they didn't say anything about them. So we ignore them. Just that we ignore all these ones. So then now look at the question again. If you look at the question, it's that mass of HNO3 required to neutralize. So they ask you to look for the mass of what? Mass of what? HNO3. You don't know it, right? But they gave us a mass of what? KOH here. Mass of what? KOH is equals to what? 6.0 gram. Is okay. So if you check it very well, it's going to be what? Mass to mass relationship. How is the mass to mass? The mass of this was given you. So you should calculate the mass of this one here, right? So it's going to be what? Mass to mass relationship. Mass to mass relationship. So now in the mass to mass relationship here, 63 gram of HNO3 is equal to 56 gram of what? KOH. Just that because it's going to be what? Mass to mass. So it's going to be what? 63 gram of what? HNO3 is equals to what? 56 gram of what? KOH. This that. Yeah, they're asking us to look for what? The mass of what? HNO3. So here would be S gram of what? HNO3 equals to what? They gave us this one here. 6.0 gram of what? KOH. Can you see that? So if you check it very well, let us take the value. Let us take this one. Let's ignore the guess one. Let us take the value. So here going to be 63 gram over what? S gram equals to what? 56 gram over what? 6.0 gram. You see that? So if you should make some sort of formula here, because multiply, what you have here, you have S gram equals to what? 63 times what? 6.0 over what? 56. This is that. So now it would be 63 times 6.0 equals to divided by what? 56. The answer was 6.7. So mass. So the mass of what? HNO3 that is required to neutralize KOH completely is what? Is equal to 6.7375 what? Gram. That is it. As easy as that. That is it. So now the same here. Now amount is going to be what? Mole. The same thing I've done here. You are still going to do the same thing at this point here. This is that. So but yeah, NOH is equal to what? H2SO4. So you have to write a balanced chemical equation. You have to write a balanced chemical equation. So we are done with this one here. So let's look at the P parts. Amount of NaOH, sodium hydroxide, that will neutralize 24.5 grams of H2SO4. Now, whenever they say amounts in a question, understand that they are talking about the mole of that compound. Amount is equal to what? Mole. Do you understand? So, here I feel for you have to write a balanced chemical equation between sodium hydroxide and what? H2SO4. Right? So we have what? NaOH plus what? H2SO4. This is a neutralization reaction. Just and what is a neutralization reaction? It's a reaction between a base and an acid to form salt and water. They are called neutralization reaction. So how do you write what's the equation? Remember, this guy here can be split into two parts. Na plus like what? OH what minus, right? That is why you must learn and master writing of binary and unique compound. They are very, very important. This guy too, you can also split to be what? H plus like what? SO4 2 minus. This that. Remember, positive attract what? Negative. Positive attract what? Negative. So this guy will combine with this one here to form what? Na plus like what? SO4 2 minus. This is that. So here we have what? Na, which is what? 2, which is what? 1. SO4 2, SO4, which is what? Is here we have 2. These two come here. So this guy move here, this guy what? Move here. Here we have what? Na2SO4. So what the compound form is going to be is what? Na2SO4. Can you see that? Na2SO4, right? Plus H plus OH here give what? Water. H2O. This is that. So once you have written this is called the cleansing of the reaction. Now next you want to balance it. So I want to use the special method in balancing this chemical reaction here. How many sodium do you have here? Here we have sodium, 1 sodium. How many sodium do you have here? Here we have what? 2. So you place 2 here. Right? So what is again? Sulfur is 1. Sulfur is what? Is 1. Now, how many hydrogen do you have here? Here we have 2 hydrogen. 2 hydrogen making what? 4. How many do you have here? Here we have 2. You put here. So if you check it, the equation is what is finally balanced. Check it, the equation is what is finally what balanced. It's balanced. So this is how to balance what equation here. So the number of atom here also the same thing here. Just that. Now the next one to do here is what? Write what? Balance mole and balance mass. Mole and what? And mass. It's okay. Now what they say here is that they make mixture of two things here. NaOH and what? H2SO4. This is that. So how many moles do you have here? Here we have 2 moles. That is why you need to balance the chemical reaction. 2 moles. How many moles do you have here? We have 1 mole. So how do you get the mass? The molar mass of the two of them. Just if you check it very well, NaOH. If you calculate the molar mass, the molar mass is what? 23 times 1 plus what? 16 times 1 plus what? 1 times 1. It will give what? 40 grams per what? Per mole, right? 40 grams per what? Mole. 2 times 40 is what? 80. Just 2 times 40 here we have 80. So you put 80 grams here. It's okay. Look at what? H2SO4. Just that. So to get the mass, the balance mass here, the balance mole times the molar mass calculated. That's how I got this one. Hope you understand. So here we have what? H2SO4. Going to be what? 1 times 2 plus what? 32 times 1 plus what? 6 times 4. Here we have 2 plus 32 plus 64. 2 plus 32 plus 64. Here we have what? 98 grams per what? Per mole. Right? 98 grams per mole. How many do you have here? We have what? 1. 1 times 98. Here we have what? 98 grams. Is okay. So now look at the relationship here. We have to get the relationship from the equation gives to us. They say amount of NaOH here. Like what I said, amount means what? Mole. So they ask you to calculate what? Mole of NaOH here that neutralize 24.5 grams of H2SO4 completely. So mole mole of what? Mole of what? NaOH, right? Then the mass of what? H2SO4 is okay. What do you have? Mass of H2SO4 is what? Is 24.5 what gram. Can you see that? 24.5 gram. So if you check very well, you go to what? Mole to mass relationship. Mole of what? NaOH and what? Mass of what? H2SO4. Now what's the mole of NaOH here? Sodium hydroxide is 2. So it's going to be 2 mole of what? Of NaOH is equal to. Now here we have mass of what? H2SO4, because the mass was given to us. So we're going to be what? 98 gram of what? H2SO4. Can you see that? Now here they are looking for what? Mole. So here we have what? X mole. Or here you can say S mole of what? NaOH. Here, now you have to divide here over. Now, what is the mole here? Now, what is the value here? Here we have what? 24.5 gram of what? Of what? H2SO4. What will happen here? We just take this one here. Here we got 2 over what? S equals to what? 98 over what? 24.5. It's okay. Make this guy solve formula here. X is solve formula here. If you make X solve formula here, you got to do what? 98x equals to what? 2 times 24.5. This is that. Divide both sides by what? 98. Can you see that? 98. Oh, you understand? So 2 times 24.5 divided by what? 98. What do you have here? 0.5. So my S amount of what? Amount of NaOH needed to know what? To neutralize the reaction is what? Is 0.5 what? Mole. 0.5 what? Mole. 0.5 what? Mole. That is the what? Answer. Oh, we understand. That is what? That is the answer. So we are done with this one here. We are done with question what? 2. So now our question 3 and what? Question what? 4. So let's look at what? Question what? 3. Question what? 3. A solution contains 2.3 gram of what? Pure NaOH in 250 cm cube of solution. Calculate concentration in what? In gram per dm cube or mole per dm cube. Right, so we have 2 types of what? Concentration. Here we have concentration in what? Gram per dm cube. Because what? Mass of what? Volume. Again, mass of what? Volume. The mass must be in gram. The volume must be in what? In dm cube. It's okay. So remember, 1 dm cube is equal to what? 1000 cm what? Cube. Is okay. So it is saying that to convert from cm cube to dm cube, you have to divide by what? 1000. Again. Now, so whenever a value is being given to you in terms of what? Cm cube, the first thing you want to do here is to convert to what? To dm cube by divide by what? 1000, right? Now, another formula you need to know here is what? Molarity, concentration in mole per dm cube. Is okay. Mole per dm cube equals to what? Is what? Mole over what? Volume. You know this one here, right? But we know that mole equals to what? Mass or molar mass, right? Now, this one you can see here, you also see that what? Mole divided by what? Volume. Is okay. Mole divided by what? Volume. Remember, mole equals to mass or molar mass. So mass over what? Molar mass divided by what? Volume over what? 1. Now, if I should change it to times, right? What will happen here? Concentration in mole per dm cube is equal to what? Mass over what? Molar mass times what? Volume. And the volume must be what? In dm cube. So now these are the 2 formulas we are using here, right? So if you check it very well, mass was given to me. Mass is equal to what? Mass is equal to what? 2.3 gram. Is okay. Volume is what? Is what? 250 cm cube. But if you divide by 1000 here, 250 divided by 1000 is what? Is 0.25 dm cube. Right here. 0.25 what dm cube. Mass is what 2.3 gram. Volume is what 0.25 what dm cube. Right? Now, what is the molar mass of what? Of the solution? The solution is what? Is sodium hydroxide. And the molar mass is what? Is 40 gram per what? Per mole. Do you see that? Now, so let's calculate the concentration in what? In gram per dm cube. Yes. Do you understand? So concentration in gram per dm cube is what? The mass, which is what? Is gram. 2.3 gram over what? Dm cube is what? 0.25 what? Dm cube. Can you see that? What will happen here? Here we have 2.3 divided by what? 0.25. So we have what? 9.2 gram per what? Dm cube. Can you see that? 9.2 gram per what? Dm cube. Now let's calculate what? Concentration in what? Mole per dm cube. Concentration in mole per what? Dm cube is equal to what? Now mass over what? Molar mass times volume. So my mass is what? 2.3 gram over my molar mass is what? Is 40 times my volume is what? 0.25. Is it okay? So let us leave this one here. So what are you going to get? 2.3 divided by 40 times 0.25. So we have 0.23 mole per what? Dm cube. This is that is the answer to this here. So I want to leave it with you guys here. Go ahead and solve this question for me. Question 4. You should be able to solve it. They say calculate the mass of what? Anhydrous Na2CO3 that is sodium carbonate in 26.0 cm cube of what? 0.10 mole per dm cube solution. So if you really understood what I've done so far in this class here, you should be able to solve this question yourself. So solve question 4. Leave your answer at the comment section, and I want to hear from you. Right? If this video is helpful, please leave at the comment section that this video is what is helpful. If you have any question that you cannot solve, leave at the comment section. Any topic that is given here, you also leave at the comment section. That if you want to join our private online class, send me a DM to join our private online class, so you access all our videos for free. Do you understand? How much is fee? 25,000 one-time payment. Once made that payment, you don't make any other payment again till you write your exam. That money you are paying is an investment into your future. Don't undermine it. You understand? You want to write your exam once and pass, right? And gain admission into what? The course you are going for, and into the university of your choice, right? Send me a DM so you can join our private group that when you make your payments, and you will really enjoy this class, right? Thanks for watching. See you in my next video.